Hi Tera fans, this is Tera Solo Gamer. Today is 24 November 2022. It is a Thursday, so for the rest of you who live in the United States like me, happy Thanksgiving, because it is Thanksgiving Day. I just did a video for the new Battle Pass Season 7, so be sure to check that out. I wanted to do this video separately because this one is about the new build that just came out this morning, some of the changes with it, and the upcoming events that we have going on this month. So I wanted to do the two separately because it was too much to kind of mash in together. So for those of you who are not aware, anytime you want to check out the events, actually, let me go to updates first. You can just go into your menu like you saw me. I clicked update details. It brings up a browser. Okay, this is the 101.01 build update. And it's probably still going to say what it said earlier. Yep. Right now, just like another time, they haven't done the Korean to English translation yet. So right now, we don't have an English translation. But I did go to the Korean website and copied the entire thing and pasted it into Google Translate. So I can give you an idea of some of the stuff that has changed with it. But now I'm going to go to events. It's easier for me to do it this way than try to use the browser. All right, so we have, they actually are calling it the December events because it's already so late in November. We have a Strongbox Jackpot event. Okay, they still got the Stigma giveaways. If you go into your Tera store, the box at the very, very bottom on the left menu, you can enter a code. It's been going on for a long time. You've probably done it, but if you haven't, go into your Tera store. The menu on the left, there's a place to enter a coupon code at the very bottom. Type in the word Stigma, S-T-I-G-M-A. It'll give you a few extra Stigma boxes for free. And then type in the word Stigma 2. And it's no spaces. It's the number 2, not the word 2 spelled out, but Stigma and the number 2. And you get a few more free Stigma boxes. Now, we do have the Strongbox Jackpot event that's going on now. And it's going to go until before maintenance on December 7th. And here is your list of items you may get from the strong boxes and your percentage chance of actually getting one of those things. And it gives you at the bottom some other random things you'll get if you don't get the big prizes. I had previously done a special video where I opened a whole bunch of them during one of these events, and I didn't really get much of anything. So I'm personally not a fan, but because we do get a lot of free keys with like the accumulated, daily login events and some other things. Let me see. Okay. If you just save up your free keys that you get and wait for one of these events, then it doesn't really hurt anything to go ahead and use them and open up your strong boxes and just see if you get something. Now, these are the December events. Okay, the general dates are there, but there are more specific dates for the individual events. 3 December through 4 December, we're going to have another weekend hot time event. Every 30 minutes, you'll get a free item. There's a total of 9, and I do recall from the previous ones, as soon as you log in, within a minute or two of logging in, you're going to get the first one. So that only leaves 8 more. So you're going to need to be logged in for 4 hours for each gamer tag. It's only once per gamer tag, not every character. Although you could be under one character for an hour and get a couple, and then a different character, they're going to pop under that other character. They'll still continue as long as you're logged in under that gamer tag. And it's cumulative. So you could be on for 2 hours on Saturday and then 2 hours on Sunday. You'll still end up getting all 9 of your items. And you see it says that you get a tall body, big head, big breast, Stigma chest, rare only, Stormcry footwear box, and etc. They don't list all 9 items, but I do recall the past several of these that we've had. It also included a Stormcry hand armor. So you can get the footwear and the handwear from this. Now we're going to have another item XP times 2 event from 10 to 12 December, 3-day event. It's normally Saturday through Monday is how it usually works. So you're going to get double your item XPs when you're in there doing your Vanguard missions and stuff to build up the item XP on your gear so you can continue to upgrade it. Now, I've only seen like I think twice before, but it seems to be getting a little more common. We're also going to have some item XP ×3 events again coming up. And that's actually going to be from 26 November to 28 November. So that's going to be this coming Saturday through Monday. And then again on 3 December through 5 December. And then again on 17 through 19 December. So we got 3 item XP ×3 events coming up within the next month. So be sure to go and take full advantage of those so you can get your item XP up on your gear and continue to get it upgraded. Now, we have the Stormcry Gear Enchanting Jackpot event, which is actually going to go on from 24 November today until 8 December. So you got about 2 weeks starting today to get double the percentage chance for each enchantment on your Stormcry gear. So, again, take advantage of that. Oh, and of course, we got the item XP ×2 that we already covered going on this coming weekend. So go ahead and get your item XP up there. And matter of fact, we got an item XP ×3. Yeah, from November 26th to November 28th. So you can take advantage of that as well. And then you'll still have time to enchant your Stormcry gear up. All right, now we have another Heroic Oath Gear Enchanting Jackpot event. There've only been a couple of those before, the Heroic Oath Enchanting Jackpot. And that's going to be from 24 November through 8 December. So you got a couple of weeks to work on that as well. And again, let me go back up. And again, you have item XP ×2 and one of the item XP ×3s that'll be going on while that's going on. So you can go ahead and get your item XPs up. And of course, just like before, when it comes to the Heroic Oath gear, it's level 0 through 6. You get double the percentage chance to go up each level on your item enchanting. Once you get to level 6, you're going to be on your own for levels 7, 8, and 9 on the Heroic Oath. We have another level up event coming up 10 November through 14 December. That's generally always one of those going on. And they don't give any of the details in here, but typically starting, I think, at level 15, you're going to get a little bonus box. And then at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 65, you normally get other bonus boxes for those as well. So if you want to create a new character and start working on them from level 1 to 65, hey, you'll get a few little bonus boxes. They usually include things like at certain levels, you might get like a temporary for a couple of weeks, special pet. They usually have some temporary costumes. And then at certain levels, you might get like Lambogogi, I don't know, the battle potions, not the battle potions, the bravery potions, and some little things like that, you know. So they're always fun. I love doing the leveling events. That's why I have so many characters. I do a lot of them. And then we have the accumulated login event that started on 10 November. It's been going on already for the past couple of weeks, and it's still going to go through 14 December. Every day, be sure you're logging in. Even on days when I don't feel like playing video games and I don't have time to be on my Xbox, I'll typically at least log in just for a few minutes to grab my accumulated login events and then log back out. You know, so even if you just do that, at least get, because it's free stuff. Free stuff's great. Get your free stuff. All right, dungeon highlights, 26 November to 28 November, and then again on 10 December through 11 December, 1.5 drop rate on all dungeons. So if you do a lot of dungeons, you're going to get double or 1.5 the drop rate on those particular dates. So those are the events that we have coming up. And get back into the game here. And really quickly, allow me to show you the Battle Pass. No, not Battle Pass, I'm sorry. Accumulated Daily Login Event. That's what, because we said that's going on. You can see in the upper part of the box, it already tells you right there, 10 November through 14 December. So if you ever forget how long it's going on, ta-da, there it is right there. But I do want to point out, I think it was the last time or maybe the time before that, they did not have Stormcry items in here, but they're back again. They're usually there. They're back again. On day 15, you get the Stormcry weapon. And on day 27, you get the Stormcry body armor. Now, you notice if you take advantage of that Hot Time event over the weekend, you'll get the Stormcry hand armor and the Stormcry foot armor. So between the Hot Time event and the daily accumulated login event, if you're getting your stuff here, you can end up getting yourself a full set of Stormcry gear totally free. Nothing wrong with free. Love free. And of course, the accumulated data logging event, had mentioned this in the Battle Pass. We get all kind of Battle Pass level +5s. We got it on day 3, and then we get another one on day 23. So you can level up your Battle Passes for free from these, the maintenance rewards that we get, some of the other stuff. You know, they drop like candy, basically. And of course, my all-time favorite is Eleanor's Tears, because I do a whole lot of gathering and crafting. I love to get my production points back up, because when I'm doing gathering and crafting, I'm usually doing a whole bunch of it. And there's a signal manual for noob in there. I don't do the signal, so I'm a solo player. Who am I going to signal to? Myself? Nah. Okay. Now, the notes for the new build, 101.01, like I said, they don't have the English translation. I'll do for this video like I did on one of my other videos before, where they did not have the English translation right away. And it was actually at least one season they never had the English translation. It just never had it. But I will put the Korean version into Google Translate, and I will put a comment under this video with that translation that's straight from Google Translate. So there's probably going to be, you know, some mistranslations and problems. So I'm not going to be able to swear to anything, because I don't read Korean, so I don't know exactly what it says. I'll just paste it as is. You take it for what it's worth if you want to read it. And I'll pin that comment so it'll appear at the top of the comments. And I'll do like I did the last time. A few days later, if they do put the English translation out there, then I'll replace that pinned comment with a comment that just says, hey, they have the English translation out there now, and I'll give you a link to it. Okay, so, but from what I could understand and read, they've done class balancing, I believe, for 2 classes. Now, in the Google Translate, it gave the names of 2 classes, which are not the names of classes that we use in English. So I don't know for sure what classes they are. But they apparently did some changes to some of their little skills or whatever for a couple classes. We'll have to wait and find out for sure what those classes are. Because like I said, the translation does not translate to one of the classes that we use. I forget what words they even used when it did translate. But I think that was almost all of it. But there was actually one major thing I saw in this new update, which some of my viewers have discussed with me in some of my comments on previous videos months ago. I can't remember exactly who it was now. But they were talking about how on their armor, they have the Heroic Oath belt, because you had to go and do multiplayer dungeons and get crazy stuff to upgrade it to Fraxum. And they don't do multiplayer dungeons, just like me. I don't do multiplayer dungeons. So I've been stuck with Heroic Oath belt for a long time, because they never sell them in the trade broker. I usually get my stuff like Fraxum and Kaia's whatever from the trade broker. Because again, I'm a solo player, so I don't do multiplayer dungeons, and they don't really give us many options. However, if you'll recall on one of the previous updates, when the Kaia's Fury stuff come out, the new gear, I had talked about the dungeons you could do to get those. Well, after I had done that video, sometime later, they started selling those enchanting materials in the Tera store. So you can actually get, oops, wrong button. If you want to buy from the Tera store and you don't do multiplayer dungeons, because they don't give us any other options, if you go to Loot Box, oh, before I do that, down here, you see where it says coupon registration? When I was talking about Stigma and Stigma 2, this is where you can go and enter those coupon codes and get a few extra Stigma crates if you don't already have them. That's probably been out there for at least a year or more now. So most of you probably already used it. But if not, that's where you go to put your coupon in. All right, if you go to Loot Boxes, and I believe they're down near the bottom. And again, I'm not trying to encourage people to spend their money on a game, but if you do want to spend your money on a game and you're not playing the multiplayer dungeons, I'm going to start with Kaia's Pouch Medium. You can buy one of these once per week, every Thursday, and it gets you 1,000 enhancement energies, 400 Kaia's protections, and 500 Kaia's essence. Plus you get 50 gold plates, 30 silver plates. And then you have 2 versions of Kaia's Pouch Small. This version that's only 120 each, you get up to 5 daily per account. So once you buy those 5, you can't buy any more at 120. But it only has 30 enhancement energies. You may end up getting some Kaia's Protection and Kaia's Essence, or even extra enhancement energy at a low probability. But chances are you're mostly going to get, little common drops or whatever with it. So you really only guaranteed 30 enhancement energies with this. And then with this one, whoops, that was the medium. Now, the Kaia's Pouch Small is still the same as that one, but this one costs more. So once you run through the 5 per day, if you want to buy more, this is where you buy more for $3.30. Same exact thing. But again, you're already getting a bunch of enhancement energies if you just buy the medium once a week. The Kaia's Essence, Kaia's Protection are not guaranteed on the other 2, or the other 1 technically. So I don't know if it's really worth buying the extras, but you can buy this once a week, one of them, and save them up, which I have been doing. Because I really want to use it on my weapon later. But for the purposes of this video, I do want to show you now, for all of you out there who have been stuck with Heroic Oath belts forever, like me, if you go to upgrade now, you can see that you can upgrade from a Heroic Oath belt to a Kaia's Fury belt. The Kaia's Fury belt just came out. We didn't have the belt yet. We had the weapon, body armor, hand armor, foot armor for Kaia's Fury. Now we have the belt, and you can actually upgrade your Heroic Oath belt. But you're going to need Kaia's Essence, Kaia's Protection, Enhancement Energy, Silver Plates, and Diamonds. And, of course, gold. Everything you upgrade, you got to have gold. So, if you do multiplayer dungeons, of course, you can get your enchanting materials there. And if you don't do multiplayer dungeons, you're willing to pay money for a game, like I am, actually. You can actually go and buy from the store what I showed you. Now, you see the conversion success chance is only 10%. So, I'm going to try this once or twice, definitely at least once, so that, and you see the item XP is 0 out of 0. Because when you're talking Kaia's Fury, they don't use item XP for that level of gear. It's just a straight up percentage chance, and then the more you fail, you get extra. I'm going to see how much conversion success chance I get after the first fail, because I know with 10% chance I'm going to fail like crazy, and I get a whole extra percentage chance. Whoop-de-diddly-do. Alright, let's see if I can. Oh my God. I cannot believe it upgrades. You people are so lucky for me. I've had lucky days like this before where I'm doing videos. You people are just lucky for me. Thank you all for bringing me all this luck. All right, let me see my enchantment effects. I am a brawler, so typically I focus mostly on power. Plus, I do have that bracelet of absolute equilibrium, gives me all kind of crit. All right, now I can put my belt back on. All right, now I do notice that I was already, when we went in there, item level 469. I'm still 469, so it didn't even bump me up an eye level. But I now have the Kaia's Fury belt. Okay, so, and I don't think that counts towards the. Yeah, don't count. It does not count toward your, because technically a belt is an accessory. It's not gear. It's an accessory, just like your rings and necklaces and whatever. But it is under the armor section in your inventory. But technically, it's considered an accessory. So on your Kaia's stuff, I only have 2 Kaia's things at the moment, which I was eventually able to buy through the trade broker. I'm waiting for more stuff. I have my weapon, and I have the halberd. And you'll notice some of the properties, once you get to +3, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Wait a second. Yeah, there you go. With 2 a set, you get an extra bonus. With 3 a set, you get an extra bonus. But you notice I have a weapon, I have a halberd, and now I have the belt, but the belt does not count towards the 3 items, or 4 items. It only counts, it doesn't count at all for that part, okay? It just gives me the extra attack modifier or whatever. I didn't even look at what the attack modifier was, or not, it should be defense modifier, sorry. So bear in mind, if you do upgrade your belt to Kaia's Fury, it is not considered equipment. It's considered an accessory. So when you're looking at trying to have 3 items for the special bonuses, it's not going to count for that, okay? Just you know. But that is big news as far as I'm concerned. We now have the Kaia's Fury belt, which did not exist before. And again, if you've been stuck with a Stormcar belt forever because you don't do dungeons, so you couldn't get that special conversion stuff that you could only get through a dungeon to make it into a Braxum, well, you can now convert it to Kaia's Fury, but your options are either go do the multiplayer dungeons to get the enchantment materials, or buy the enchantment materials from the Tera store. They're not tradable or anything like that, I don't believe. So yeah, cannot trade. So yeah, you can't buy them through the trade broker or have someone send you any. So those are your options. You can buy them through the Tera store, or you can get them from doing the multiplayer dungeons. But again, if you're a solo player like me, you don't do multiplayer dungeons, and they don't give us a whole lot of other options for getting those kind of things. Trying to think. Rebalance on a couple of the classes, and the Kaia's Fury belt, which was the biggest news that I recall seeing from the patch notes that I translated through Google Translate, for whatever that's worth, but at least it was right about the belt. And we went over the events that are going on through December. So that's about all I have for today. So until next time, enjoy Tera and happy gaming.